Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Naruto 17 here. Sorry about the wait and the again the little hiatus. Again, I'm still having trouble with my webcam, and I'm just recording videos as I go along, and whenever I can get the webcam fixed. But moving on, today I want to talk about Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. This was a game that a lot of anime fans were looking forward to, especially me. This video will kind of be I'm not going to call it a true review, but it will definitely be a slight review on the game and what I think about it, what others might think about it, what I've read others think about it. So getting into it, I think Naruto Storm 3 was definitely, like I said, one of those games a lot of anime fans were looking forward to. I mean, did it meet everyone's expectations? I don't think so, because it's a lot of stuff they could have did right with the game that they didn't. A lot of things that I found wrong with it personally. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain the cons and the cons first, then the pros, then the nerdy, of course. So the cons to me, Edo Kages, first of all, the Edo Kages were not in the game. I was so disappointed. They put a moveset for the Edo Kages in the story mode, but not to make them playable. That to me is retarded. And then they had the nerve to say, oh, well, we couldn't do it. Well, I've seen videos of people hacking the game and making the Edo Kages playable. So if ordinary people like us can do it, why can't you do a CC2? Why can't you do a Namco? Why can't you do it? So the Edo Kages was definitely a letdown. The Seven Swordsmen were not in the game as playable characters. That to me was very disappointing because I was looking forward to playing with people other than Zabuza and Kisame. It was disappointing. I wanted to play as the other, the original seven. Whether they were resurrected or not, it would still have been cool to have them. And again, they gave them slight movesets in the game and story mode in the mob battles, but not for the free play and the free battle mode. That to me was a little frustrating. And then Kenkaku and Genkaku were not in the game. That was also still frustrating because you actually played against them in story mode again as Daroi, and they gave him a slight moveset, but they didn't make him playable characters. I don't know. Storm 3 definitely could have got a lot of stuff right. They really didn't fix the online. The online got slightly better, but I know some of you are gonna say, oh, it has to do with your internet too. My internet is actually really good, but I still experience lag. I don't know whether it's because the other player or whether it's CC2. It could be a little bit of both, but I don't know. The game definitely has a lot of flaws. Especially one of the flaws that I noticed is when you're playing as Madara, and once you start doing his moveset, the frame rate drops so crazy, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not even online and I'm playing with the normal character and the frame rate drops. Makes me not want to play with the character anymore. So it's a lot of flaws to it. I mean, you got the characters that he missed. One thing that really pissed me off was how in the game, when they first announced the game, and I can remember when I read this and where I read it, they said themselves in an interview there will be no pre-time skip characters in the game. And what happens when the game comes out? There are 7 pre-time skip characters in the game. I believe there's 7. Or we'll just say several just to be on the safe side. Why would you do that? Why would you waste characters? I'm going a little bit of a rant here, but why would you waste several slots on pre-time skip characters? You said there were going to be no pre-time skip characters. That's what we have generations for. We have Storm generations to play as the pre-time skip characters. All the pre-time skip characters we want in the world, we can play as them. But why would you put them in Storm 3, which is supposed to be a strictly shipping game and continuing with the story? That to me shows that they were lazy. Either they were smoking crack or they were lazy. Maybe both. I don't know. But it just shows laziness. Like you waste slots on characters that could have been in the game. Those could have been the 7 swordsmen, or maybe a mix of a few swordsmen, some Edo Kages, and Kenkaku and Genkaku. That could have been it. But no, you waste several slots on the freaking pre-time skip characters that we've already played as. Yeah, makes perfect sense. And then they give us the same bullshit of multiple slots for the same character. And when they did that for Storm, I believe it started in Storm 2, I'm not sure, but I know in Storm Generations it was a huge problem. In Storm Generations, Storm 3, they gave us like 3 or 4 Narutos, like 4 Sasuke's. In Storm 3, they gave us 2 Chojis. Really? They gave us 2 Chojis. I think they gave us 2 or 3 Garas. And 2 Killer Bees. Why? That makes no sense. And then the Killer Bee one really got to me. The Killer Bee, the only difference with Killer Bee's second character slot is he has Kisame Samehada and maybe a few combo changes. What the hell? You could have made that an actual costume change or a move change in the same sense. I don't understand it. I really don't. It honestly makes no sense to me. And then 2 Chojis, that kind of threw me off when I saw that. Really, 2 Chojis because of his butterfly mode? Are you serious? That got to me a little bit, because you could have just made that an Awakening. Like, honestly, you could have just made it into Awakening. Maybe even take his butterfly combos from the Ultimate Ninja PS2 series and tweak them a little bit for the Storm series. You could have did that, but you didn't. Instead, you gave us multiple slots of the same character. And don't even get me started on Naruto. The DLC they put out, when they finally, CC2 finally decided to put out DLC for their Storm games. Okay, good. That's really good. I was excited until I saw what the DLC was. A lot of bullshit. It was like Naruto was a Barbie doll. You might as well have labeled Naruto as a Barbie doll, because you were dressing him up in these ridiculous outfits. I understand that the outfits that they put out were Masashi's original drawings, and they were hand drawn by him. That's cool. But it's so many outfits, you don't make us pay for that kind of stuff. You know? I don't know. It was just really annoying. To me, Naruto was a Barbie doll. They gave us Napoleon Bonaparte Sasuke costume. I can't picture Masashi drawing a Napoleon Bonaparte costume. If he did draw it originally, then fine. But I just can't picture him just waking up and saying, "Hey, I wonder what Sasuke would look like in a Napoleon Bonaparte costume." I'm sorry, it's just really funny to me. And then, you know, the only cool costumes I thought they gave us was the Goku costume for Naruto. That was a pre-order bonus, and then it later became available to buy and download. I found the Roten Ninja Sasuke really good. Roten Ninja Hinata. Everyone loves Roten Ninja Hinata for obvious reasons. What was another cool costume? I'm trying to think here. Anbu Itachi, that was really cool. I had to jump through some hoops to get that costume because I didn't really do the Neon Alley thing, but I finally got it. The Anbu Kakashi was really cool. What really pissed me off what they did, they charged us for some hats, and by hats I mean the Akatsuki straw hats. Yes, they charged us 99 cents. That's just $1. I know. I've still bought it, but to me that's kind of bogus. That should have been in the game in the first place. They charged us for some damn hats. So 99 cents, you got an Akatsuki pack, which gave you, it's not a pack, it just gave you hats. They have the same moveset. Deidara, Itachi, Kisame, and I think some other Akatsuki members got their hats from the anime series, from the pre-time skip series, and the shipping series. So it's whatever. But yeah, the DLC was kind of retarded. I don't know. To me, it was just like, oh, don't even get me started on Hello Kitty Sakura. God, what was the point in putting Hello Kitty Sakura in the game? She had literally nothing to do. That costume has nothing to do with the anime whatsoever. At least with the dress up Naruto Barbie doll thing, that was Masashi's original designs. I mean, you know, it's really annoying. I don't know. And then, you know, when they finally started to bring out, they finally brought out character DLC. They said they would never do character DLC because they didn't have the resources and the tools to do it, but they did it. So this character DLC, and I'm going to put the link in the description so you can watch the video and go to the website if some of you don't know where to find it. But it's Sage Kabuto. They are bringing Sage Kabuto to the game. He has his own story. It's a DLC story mode with Sage Kabuto versus Itachi and Sasuke, or Ito, Itachi, and Sasuke. It looks cool. I'm still gonna buy it just because I am an anime fan. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna buy it. So, I mean, they showcased some of his moves. It was kind of retarded because in the video, when you watch the video, it seemed like they didn't even know what they were talking about. I don't know who these people were that were recording, but it seemed like they didn't know what they were talking about. They were from Games Radar. They were pronouncing Kabuto's name wrong. I don't know. they didn't do a 1v1, they just did a com versus com, and you can't do that if you want to show off the combos and the ultimate and the ninjutsu moves or his awakening. You can't do that. I wanted to see all that, but I'm gonna buy it. I think they said it drops later this year or early next year. I'm not sure, but it just surprises me how all this time you spent creating one character and some story. So, and then it ticks me off that you're making us pay for something that should have been in the game in the first place. I know a lot of people are upset that Sage Kabuto was not in the game. I know I was, but I mean, we'll see. And then it'll say the full burst version is like a separate disc. The full burst version is going to be $40 US dollars, and it's going to include all the DLC from the previous from back then. So it's going to include all the Naruto costumes, all the Sasuke costumes, all the costumes, Sage Kabuto DLC, and revamped cinematics so they up the graphics. I don't know, that should have been a patch to me. I don't know why they making us pay for better graphics, excuse me. I don't know why they're making us pay for better graphics, but that should have been a patch to me. But we'll see what happens. Moving on to the pros, I really think Naruto really the story mode lives up to the hype and expectations of the fans. They brought back boss battles, which was a really good feature of Storm 2. I love Storm 2 because of the boss battles. I would go back and replay Itachi vs. Sasuke all the time. So now they brought back the boss battles, and they look more beautiful than ever in Storm 3. So it looks, I mean, the graphics look a lot better than Storm Generations, I will say that. But the pros, I definitely have to say the storyline. The storyline is good. It's pretty lengthy. It's okay. I found it pretty lengthy because I took my time with it. So that's one of the pros. And then the character selection is pretty big. Even though, like I said, they did give us multiple characters, multiple slots for the same freaking character. But I mean, it's whatever. As an anime fan, I will still play it. It really won't deter me away from playing it. I still have my copy that I pre-ordered. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. That's all I can really say is the story mode and the character selection. That's all I can really say about the pros. It's just really cool seeing playing as my favorite characters. Which, I mean, my favorite character is always going to be Itachi and Rock Lee. But it's really cool seeing my favorite characters. From time to time, I still do go back and play the Ultimate Ninja series on PS2 because those are the best Naruto games you can get. Next to Storm 1. Storm 1 was really good. Storm 1 basically, to me, was the Naruto, or a next-gen Naruto game perfected. And I can't wait to get my PS3 back so I can finally get Storm 1 again because I will be playing that way more than Storm 3 and my Storm Generations and my Storm 2. Maybe even my Ultimate Ninja series I might be playing after. So, I mean, it's good. Then to talk about the anime, the Otaku nerdy part of the game. It's just really cool seeing the storyline progress. They go all the way up to the 4th Great Ninja War. They go all the way up to the Max Man versus Killer Bee and Naruto fight. And that to me was really cool to see in the game semantic universe. So I think that was really cool how they did that. The beginning fight between the QB and the Leaf Village is one of the best fights you will encounter in that game. Take your time with that fight, replay it to get both perspectives, because it's like they have this new thing where you can view both perspectives of 2 different characters. It's called Ultimate Decision basically. You got to make a decision. So they're trying to go for an RPG element there, which I mean I got to commend them for that. Good try. It worked somewhat, but not too well. But other than that, it was good. I like seeing my anime on the big screen. Will I look forward to a Storm 4? Probably. Will I pre-order it? Probably not. I probably won't pre-order another Storm game until I either see it used, or I see a price drop, or I see maybe they'll do some shit where they'll make a complete edition like they did with this one. They caught everybody off guard with that complete edition. That caught me off guard because they've never done that before. And I bought mainly all the DLC just to buy it. Even though I do rant about it, I bought it anyway. So yeah, that's Storm 3 in a nutshell, what I think about it. Definitely let me know what you guys think about it. I'm going to be bringing back some more videos. My next video, I'll probably be talking about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies that's going to be directed, or I think it's produced by Michael Bay. So I'll probably be talking about that one in my next video. But like always, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Not Until Naruto 17, signing off. See you guys later.